Hi and welcome, this is JamJar34 for another build along, paint along, do as you wish series. This is Heresy video number 2, and because I'm a beginner I thought it'd be quite good to go through my experiences with this new thing. It is expensive, it's coming from Forge World. Well, I find it expensive, but I bought the Betrayal at Calf box set, and was umming and ahhing about what legions to do. So I decided to go with, after a bit of discussion with other YouTubers, to go with the Ultramarines because it's blue, and because I'm into a bit of chaos through the Age of Stigma stuff. I was going to go for what it basically is on the box set, the word bearers, because I'm not sure. I'm just, I'm not 100%. I've been researching a few things and just trying to get my head around what's going on with Horus Heresy, because I haven't got a clue really, to be perfectly honest. 40k I sort of know, and as you well know, I'm a big fan of Warhammer. So yeah, shout outs. Shout outs will be to War Games. If you haven't known what he's up to, he's making his dream come true. Slowly but surely, he's had a few things that have cropped up and he's had to change, and I respect him for that, to keep going to get his dream. So check his channel out. There's loads of updates and stuff on what he's planning to do. And I've seen some of the team on the video, and yeah, they look awesome too. I'm planning next year sometime, at some point next year, to go up there and take a look at this amazing thing he's doing when it's all done and he's got himself sorted. So yeah, so Horus Heresy, let's get down to business like I always say. Right, so what have I got first for you? I have Atheron, which I've started painting up in the blue, and I do actually like this model. I think it's very, very nice, and I've got his back thing. I'll just go through the paints I'm using. I used Abaddon black for the undercoat, and I can't find it at the moment, but I used the base coat, something like that anyway. It's a base blue for Ultramarines, and it's come up quite nice at the moment. But what I plan to do is, because what happens is, if you put it together, you can't exactly get in there with that leg, so you can't get into all that bit. I'm a bit fussy when it comes to that. I've done it before and it's just a flipping nightmare to get in there and try and get everything. So I pulled it, I've kept it apart, put the undercoat on. That needs another coat to get the real richness colour of it, and yeah, and that's what I'm doing, slowly but surely, with all the other things I've got to do. So and I built this up last night because I couldn't sleep, my usual behaviour. Contemptor for word bearers. It's in the box set. This model is absolutely gorgeous. Just love it. See? I've got a little bolter in there, yeah, with the claw thing. I don't know exactly what it's called. I haven't got the book around. And then I've got this gun here. I think it's a heavy multi-bolter or something, bolter, or let me just get the book. I don't want to give you any wrong. Right, back again. Yeah, don't want to give you any wrong details because I'm pretty much like that. Sorgarax. He's a word bearer's contempted dreadnought, and he does look awesome. It does come with another gun, and I decided not to because it says in this book the auto cannon. Is it the auto cannon? Yeah, I think it is the auto cannon. Critical effects. The controlling player can immediately re-roll any number of dice that scores a shield or blank and can continue to do so with no shields and blank remaining, or he decides to stop. However, if the attack roll contains 4 or more critical hits after all re-rolls have been made, the weapon is destroyed, and the shot action has placed a heavy weapon armed. So the weapon gets, basically, if you get 4 or more critical hits, it basically just blows up. Excuse me. And I was like, no, mind that, I'm going to keep rolling until I get like 4. So there's a little bit of a thing, if you go past 4, it blows it up. Can't have that on the battlefield or wherever. So I actually think it might actually be a multi-melter, but I'm not sure. Please let me know what that gun is. This one, I think it is a multi-melter. It looks like a multi-melter. I don't know. I'm new to this thing. So yeah, it's got power fists in there. It just, because of the red corn, and not that I know a lot about this, I'm learning and I want you to learn with me. So yeah, that's what I've done up to now. I've done the Ultramarines. See, I don't know what they're called. Captain bloke thing, but I like learning. Let me have a look quickly for you. I mean, I like the pictures in there. Yeah, it's a captain. Diddly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this. This is going to be a project that's going to go on and will be a big thing in 2016 for me, along with other stuff. And I've got loads of stuff to do. Just want to get all the stuff out so I can carry on with different bits. Anyway, so that's all primed, ready for the red. And I mean, you could play with that if you really wanted to. There's no. So I'm doing the word bearers. See, this is where I don't know what they call them. think it's a multi-melter, that thing, that cannon. I'm not sure. Please let me know down in the comments below. It'd be handy. He's a chaplain. Cool. So here he is on the sprue. That is him. I'm going to do this live. Well, not live, but you know, I'm going to do it. Go through a bit of things, what I do. And just basically hope you sit there and get some painting done and whatnot and listen to me ramble about these spectacular models that they have at the moment. Games Workshop is producing some spectacular stuff. And I have yet to dive into the world of Forge World because it's quite expensive, I find, and I can't really afford expensive stuff at the moment. But you know, I could save up a few months and get another one of those, I think. But yeah, I've been watching Mini Wargaming. They're doing a thing on building one, and they're getting like 2,000, 3,000 points worth of stuff. I mean, how much does that cost? Lots, as far as I'm concerned, apart from points, but I meant in dollars or pounds, pound coinage. Yeah, I haven't got that money to do all that. Yeah, I'm expanding myself a little bit too much, I think, but I want to get next year. I want to get things finished, and that is my goal. Get things finished, and move on to something else. Get everything painted because I've got a Age of Stigma tournament thing coming up, so I've got to get some stuff done. Get some stuff out of the way. Get some battles behind me and whatnot. So yeah, that's just basically coming. It's not nothing to do with Horus Heresy. It's just what I've got planned, which I really should have done in an update. But there you go. Right, so let's get on with Carafa. I'm calling him Carafa. Cathar Stead. Oh, steady boy. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is, the thing actually says, because as I showed you, these manuals that they help you are just unbelievably awesome for these box sets. So it says A1 and A2. So if you haven't done this before, quite easily look for, it's got an A somewhere there, see, in the corner it's going to have an A. That's the A, so you know that is A. Then you have a look for A1, which is A1 and A2 are next to each other. So what I'm going to do with my little snippy snips is basically cut into these. I mean, I've been cutting these sprues for a while now, and this is probably normal people that have done the hobby. Normal people, I say people that have done the hobby before. I ain't normal, and I like being not normal. Normal's boring. So yeah, you just basically put your thing up as close as you can and snip it. The closer you can get it, the better, really. But just be careful that you don't cut anything that you're not meant to, because I've done that a couple of times. Had to put a double layer of paint on just to cover it up, and just keep snipping. And it should just come off like that. So that is number one. So I've got that. So number two is basically like a little pole leg. Excuse my sniffing, I have a little cold coming on again. I've been off for a week, so, you know, signed off work from the doctors. Cool, so that's come off on its own, which is always good, which is that's two. Oh, poop. Oh, poopy doop. That's why. Right. I've just made the mistake that I shouldn't have done. When doing a model, make sure you take out all the sprue bits. That bit in the corner there goes on this bloke. So when you do it, make sure you have all the sprue bits off, because then you become a world leader or something stupid. Well, not a world leader, but you know what I mean. Just talking crap today. So yeah, I'm basically getting the general gist of what I've got to do here. And yeah, I might be a little bit slow, but I'm doing it my way. I like being a little bit pedantic, as they say, with stuff like this. But then other times I just could just rush it and do it. And people do it at their own speed, what they need to do. I'm really sorry, my nose is, I think it's way into Australia, going, or New Zealand, one of the two. I hope it lets me come with it, to be perfectly honest. So, other shout outs that I can do, go to Mini Warzone, doing his new spectacle at his house. His other dream, his dream, his other dream. Yeah, and that looks like it's coming on nicely, so good job. Good job, fella. And shout out to Mrs. Wargaming again. I love doing them shout outs. And I want a big shout out to all my subscribers. Due to the fact of, yes, I haven't been making very many videos. I've got stuff going on. I've got too much going on in the kitchen, in my hobby kitchen, which isn't, like I keep replying, it isn't actually in my kitchen, it's in my living room. So yeah, loads and loads of stuff going on. And I've got, well, I'm not going to say in case people, yeah, that's a bit of a bad mistake, but one, you know, not a problem. I can sort that out. I might even somehow paint him up first, then put it on and finish painting it. But that's no problem. We'll just do it like that. So after you've done that, excuse me with this sniffing, it's getting on my nerves now. It's probably getting on your nerves, so I apologise. So what you need to do now is to file down any bits that are standing up. You probably can't see, there you go, little bits, and there's mould lines and whatnot and stuff that you need to sort out. So if you can do them really, really fast, cool. But this is the bit that I sort of didn't take so much care in the past, and the results weren't great. So spend a bit of time doing this, like I'm doing on this small bit. You know, this is the main part really, to get all the mould lines off. There are tools from Games Workshop and other companies that do particulars like files and whatnot, and cutters, and so yeah, spend a bit of time on this. I'm really sorry about this sniffing, really am. Now look over it again once you've done it. I'm just giving you little tips, because this is, if you are new to modelling and wargaming and whatnot, I'm just, you know, giving you little tips that I do. They might be wrong, but this is the way I do it. I suggest, if you do watch this video and you're new to it and you just come across it, then cool. But you know, people do things their own different way, and that is all good. And there might be stuff that you don't like that I do, but you might like other people's stuff, and yeah, whatnot. So yeah, that's what I'm basically doing. I'm basically going to carry on doing this, because it is coming up to 22 minutes. God, I've rambled. As I've rambled so much, I want to give a shout out also to my bro over in America. His name is Joshua Duran, going by the handle of, yeah, you guessed it. Yeah, I'm taking it from you, bro. Joshua Duran. He's got some funky D&D stuff going on, and I want to see it. Give me some more videos, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, big shout out to him, and bring it on. And also the legendary himself, Warboss. Legendary. Always doing funky stuff. Would love to paint as well as he does. I would like to paint a whole lot better than I do, but I'm doing my thing. Yeah, so if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, any comments would be appreciated. As usual, this is new for me. I'm taking it to the next step as a learning curve. And I got this idea basically from a lady that I started watching on YouTube a while back, and as she was going through the Warhammer starter set, well, not starter set, but you know, starting an army, and she done Wood Elves. So yeah, got any ideas yet? She doesn't do as many videos as I would like at the moment, for reasons of her own warmth and pleasure. But there you go, you know, the real life hits you sometimes, and but no, that's cool. Yeah, so a big shout out goes to Joey Berry, the legendary. She done always remember me watching them, trying to catch up with what she had and her exploits to America, doing different not tournaments, they're sort of, I don't know what they're called, but where everyone meets and like Comic-Con type stuff. And yeah, I did enjoy the series. Shame that she doesn't do any particular videos now. But yeah, big shout out to her. Hope she's alright. So yeah, I'm on 25 minutes. God, and I've only done literally 2 bits. But this is an ongoing video. This is my little present to myself. And yeah, all fun at the fair. So this is what I'm cooking up. Not at the moment, I've got tons of stuff to cook up. I'm cooking up, making a big broth, putting it in a casserole. And what's going to come out is a lovely roast dinner. With roast potatoes and a bit of chaos. Along with a bit of 40k, bit of wolves. And my hunger for the age of stigma. So what I've basically done is basically filing down all the knots and crannies and all the grannies, and all the mould lines and all the burrs and whatnot, and then I'm just going to basically, I mean, this is the hard bit, is getting all the burrs off before you paint it. And yeah, so I shall probably not carry on. I've got another video to do. This is an ongoing project for me. I'm going to get as many as I can done. I'm going to have a look at the first scenario that's in the book and basically see what I need to do for that. See how many men I need to do, how well I've got to paint them, but I'm going to paint them good, hopefully. Well, what I call good. As much detail in there as possible. And whatnot. So this is Friday. This is Jam Jar in his kitchen, cooking up some Horus Heresy madness. And yeah, I don't prep for these videos. Just do them off the cuff. It's better. I like it that way, straightforward. I could mess up, but then if I planned everything, wouldn't be me. So what I plan to do is basically do the cloak again in the colours of whatever colour that they need to be. So dark colour. Carry on with this little baby here and put on this bit that I missed. And then the contenter, I'm going to start painting red. Don't know what colour red. Might have to be a bit of corn red, maybe, or Mr. Fon, whatever it's called, red. So yeah, that's 29 minutes, people, and this is Jam Jar, and I'm going to sign off. Have a good weekend. Make your dreams come true, and your unpainted models at least base coated. So catch you later on another video, and if not, I'll catch you on another Horus Heresy. Ding. Catch you later, guys. Have a good weekend.